I'm Robbe Van Roey and I work as a senior penetration tester at Torion. For me, when I start a pen test, my goal is always I'm gonna try to break this application apart as much as possible. I really want to put my mind into the application and know how it was built, know everything about it. So tearing an application apart is my goal, and with every pen test where I succeed in that, that makes me incredibly happy. Now, I recently did a pen test where I got access to their internal network. So I was in their network, and at that point I started scanning around and finding stuff. And I found a couple of backups, which I could then transform and get a password hash out of it, and using that I could log into over 100 computers in their entire domain. I could remotely control them, access all the data, and that was all from the primitive of just somebody walking into your offices and plugging in a computer into the wall. So a very basic primitive that could lead to like disastrous consequences, and that's the kind of stuff that I really like doing. So my goal is to make the world a safer space for everybody. I want anybody to be able to get on the internet, use applications, and be secure whilst doing it. So that is the reason why I do penetration testing. It's why I tear apart applications so that they can be built up again stronger. Also, outside of my job as a penetration tester, I look for vulnerabilities in common applications. So in software that is open source that everybody uses, I look for vulnerabilities in that kind of software. And just a couple of weeks ago, for example, I found a high severity vulnerability in an application that was downloaded over 150,000 times every single week. So I breathe security. It's what I do. It's why I'm very passionate about constantly improving, constantly becoming better, sharing ideas, and then also using that knowledge to make the world a better place for everybody. And I think that's really important. I think at Torion there is the perfect balance between a level of structuredness, so protocols are in place, but there's also still a lot of freedom to improve and to create your own processes and to really make your pen testing methodology your own and to constantly improve that. And I think that freedom mixed with the fact that a lot of things are set in place, so you have the basics ready, but then you can build upon that and really make your pen test your own and make sure that you can put through all your ideas and change things about the way of working. I think that's really cool, and it's something I haven't seen in a lot of companies.